Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel. It's been a really fucking long time. I just thought I would do something fun so that I finally have some time to myself. And I've been MIA, it's been crazy. I've been working and going to school full time, and I just have not had the time to either update you guys on my life or do something fun. But today I am going to be, I guess, exposing myself. Not really exposing, because some of these questions are a little much, but I thought it would just be fun to do answer some of these questions. Um, and yeah, so if you want to know some interesting things about me, keep watching. Okay, so I have one, two, eight different questions on here. I got them offline. I thought it would just be fun to answer some of them, and yeah. So it says, when was your first kiss? My first kiss. I mean, okay, so I know that when you're little, like when you're babies to like you're 5, you tend to like just randomly kiss other little kids because I feel like people do that. Because, but I don't feel like that counts. Like I mean, like a real first kiss, because in that case it would probably be like my cousin or something. Because I feel like that's how people end up, getting their first kiss when you're like a baby and you kiss your little cousin playing around, or like I don't know. But point is, whatever. So if we're talking about real first kisses, I would have to say, I would have to say, I was in 6th grade. It was in 6th grade, and it was in my middle school schoolyard. And one of the boys like had liked me or something. I don't fucking know. And it was like a tap kiss, and then I was just like, ew, and like ran away. Next question. When did you lose your virginity? So clearly, I'm a late bloomer because I didn't have my first kiss until like 6th grade. I didn't lose my virginity until I was 16. Yeah, 16. Um, I feel like that's being a late bloomer just because I didn't come out my shell for a long time. I didn't talk to nobody. I didn't have like real relationships until like the end of high school. Like that was just me. Like I was always late. Everybody else was like having sex and like making out with the world while I was still a virgin. And okay, next question. It says, if you can trade places with someone for one day, who would it be? I could trade places with one person. Who would it be? I'm trying to think. I don't know. That's hard. Because I feel like if I wanted to trade places with somebody, it would be something beneficial for me. Because I would get like the inside scoop of, I guess, their minds, or like how they feel. I'll probably have to say my mom. Because we don't, I think that's the main person in my life that I don't get. Like, we just don't meet eye to eye ever. We're always bumping heads. So I feel like if I was to trade places with her, I would finally be able to maybe understand her and her understand me. And then maybe somehow that would be some way to like fix our relationship. I don't know. That's something I think, yeah, I would want to trade places with my mom. And I know it sounds kind of like sappy and like, oh, here we go, her stop story, but no, I mean, why not? What am I gonna do? Share places with a celebrity for what? I don't. Unless I'm gonna rob some money, then I guess. But other than that, like, it would be my mom. Whatever. Next question. It says, have you ever had a one night stand? Yes. And I can never forget it because it happened it happens at like the weirdest moment in my life. Like I'm not one to just like do stuff like that. So it was like when it happened and I was done, I was like, you need to go. It wasn't even like, okay, cool. Like, you know how like, sometimes it's just like you end the night smoothly. It was more like, get out. Because I felt so uncomfortable after. But whatever, this was years ago. What is your biggest fear? Damn, that's hard. My biggest fear. Because I tend to like not try to be afraid of anything. Just because I feel like fear holds you back from a lot. But I probably would say my biggest fear is reaching my full potential as a person because I know I've grown so much and I know I still have so much growing to do. And it's been like a really long and hard journey. So I think, like, I guess, like, just finally accomplishing everything I want to accomplish and like reaching all those goals is like my biggest fear because it's like I did so much to catch up at the age that I'm at now. And it's just like, girl, what are you doing? So I think that's my biggest fear. Not be able to do what I have my heart and my mind set on doing. Because right now, the most passionate thing I'm about is making myself better and getting to where I want to be at in life. So if I don't get that, I feel like that would be like my biggest fear because it'll disappoint me to the most. Like I am my worst fear, like myself. What is the one trait that you would change about yourself? What is the one trait? Um, I would have to say the one thing I want to change now that I'm still working on, I've gotten a lot better at it, but it's still like horrible, is my impulsiveness. I am very impulsive. I've gotten a lot better because it used to be like I would not even think about it. I would see red and just like do whatever it is that I felt at the moment or say something that I felt at the moment. And my mouth always got me in trouble. My actions always got me in trouble. Um, my mom still gets me in trouble, but it's not as bad as before. I would definitely say now I think about it, but sometimes I'm just like, fuck it. Like, I don't care. And like, say something or text something or like do something stupid when I'm not supposed to. And I should have been, the next, after I do, I'm just like, fuck, I should have thought about it longer, you know? I would definitely say my impulsiveness is something that I wish I can change like that. Like, I just, no, you know? What is one answer that you would want to know in life? Ooh. What is one answer that I would like to know in life? So apparently, okay. So the way I'm interpreting that question is there's something I want to know that obviously nobody can give me the answer to. Then that's hard. I would have to say the one thing I would want to know the answer. Okay, so this might sound a little like what the fuck, but there's one thing in life that I said if I can change, I would, because I feel like it set me on a different path. So I think it would be I would want to know if choosing to go to school in the city instead of going to school where I knew I would get something out of it from would have made a difference. Like, because, all right, so choosing to go to high school in the city just brought me drama and problems. Like, I literally fucked up my whole, like, education path, if that makes sense. Like, that whole way, like, graduating high school and then going to college and then getting a good job, like it took way longer for me to get my shit together than it probably would have if I would have just chose the school that I know I would have just like, all right, I'm gonna go to school and I'm gonna focus and I'm gonna do what I have to do in order to graduate and like, have something going for me early in life, because I had both options and I knew that. But I think instead of choosing to do something that was right for me, I chose to do the opposite because of my parents being strict, my cousin being in the school that I ended up at, just wanting to get away from where I lived. Like, I feel like I was looking for an out instead of an in, because I feel like if I would have just chose a school that I knew I was gonna like, oh, okay, this is somewhere like I'm gonna, like, for example, my mom used to always tell me I'm good at hair and makeup when I was younger, at the time, whatever. Because I do my friend's hair, I know how to braid, like whatever. So she'd be like, oh, why don't you go to cosmetology? Like, I'm from New York, so there was like a high school in my area that they taught cosmetology in high school, and then from there you could have literally like went and like worked at like a salon, or eventually I could have gone to college and opened my own salon. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't have never been able to do that. Or another thing was like I loved to dance growing up. Like I used to dance all the time, so I could have easily stuck to that and just went to a school that had to do with dancing. I literally would not even go to my dance auditions to get into a good high school, because I rather had chilled with my friends, because I knew that my mom thought I was at an audition, and because I was on strict lockdown when I was, up until I was like 16, 17, I would escape and go hang out with my friends instead, because I knew she would not give me permission to do that. She'd rather have had me home and doing right instead of getting in trouble. So, yeah, I think I would have, the answer would be like, where would I be at? Like, I would want to know where I would have ended up instead of how I am now, because of the path that I chose. So, if that makes sense, I don't know. So, last question, because I think this is gonna be. It says, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I am 20 years old. I am about to be 29. In 5 years, I want to be still working with kids, but in a much bigger type of position. Like, I have a really good job right now, and it's still in the field where I work with kids, and think I'm a parent coordinator now. Like, I would want to be like a counselor, or like, I always said I wanted to open my own community center and work towards that. But after working for a nonprofit, before I got into the DOE, it was, I saw like how hard it was to like run a nonprofit organization, and how to get money and how to get sponsors and funding, and it's just a lot of work. And not that I can't do it, or I mean, at the end of the day, I know plenty of people. I have my connections. I just think that you get to know yourself more as you get older, and it's I know I can probably do more doing something else. So yeah, in 5 years, I think I would be like a counselor, maybe with my own location, or working in different schools, multiple schools instead of just one. I definitely, in 5 years, I would be like 33, 34. By then, I want to have a baby, whether it's by myself or with somebody. I mean, hopefully, it's with somebody. I'm a hopeless romantic, so I definitely would want to be with somebody and have my own little family. Um, I don't know if I would be in New York though, even though I love New York. I don't think. I mean, I tell my friends all the time, like, I don't want to go far. Like, I said if I ever was to leave New York because I've settled and I'm gonna have kids, it would literally probably be like, I don't know, like PA or Connecticut, maybe Boston. It's only like an hour and a half, 2 hours away. Nothing too far. Like something that I can easily just drive back if I want to come to the city. Maybe Long Island, since it's right there too. Like, you could get a house in Long Island or something like that. I don't know about Jersey. My uncle used to live in Jersey City, and I didn't like it as much. But there's options. Um, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Like, just being with good health and a little family, and like making good money, and just happy. And I know right now Right now I'm just focused on, I guess, my career path because I'm still in school. I just started a new job where it has set me, like, I'm stable and I'm making good money. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else. I definitely want a puppy sooner or later. So I know in 5 years my puppy body be like 2 or 3. um, damn, these questions make you think. I don't know why I just did this, but whatever. If you like this video, if you like something, if you want to ask more questions, drop them down below. Give this video a thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what else you want to see. I know it's been a minute, but I'm going to try to be consistent more often. I finally have my weekends back to me. It's been crazy, 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 but I don't know. Decided to do this. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, bitches.